that means all the way over there. Hey, what's up guys, it's Amy, and first off, I know it says that girl, but the stuff I talk about in this video is applicable to everyone. Okay, so let's get some credibility out of the way. You might be wondering, like, why is this YouTube nobody telling me about how to glow up? Well, this past year I graduated with a 4.0 from Caltech, a new job, got into 2 top MBA programs, all the while having good mental health, still doing lots of fun things, and most importantly, maintaining my abs. But I don't even make my bed in the morning. I only made it today so it wouldn't look jank in the video. I also rarely work out in the morning, and the last time I drank a green smoothie was the Naked Green Machine from middle school. I'm not saying that I'm so great or perfect, by no means, but I want to help people realize that they can also have their own great achievements regardless of the visually appealing that girl routine. While the self-improvement idea is great, after seeing the information circulated, the way it's perceived and applied is generally kind of BS. You should not be hung up on being that girl. Instead, become what your own I call this girl. I'll be talking about the that girl versus this girl concept, building a new mindset, and then showing you ways that you can start becoming your own this girl. So what is that girl? I have 3 parts of my thoughts to break this down and kind of show why I think the way that it's done on social media is pretty useless. So first off, you're distancing yourself from your goal essentially.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
That means all the way over there. So you're trying to be someone else apart from yourself and taking on this new like glowing persona. The TikToks and the YouTube videos out there are telling you that in order to become a type of person that is admired in some way, you have to fit a cookie cutter image. They're basically just saying, oh, I'm that girl, putting themselves kind of like on a pedestal. There may very well be people who do all those cool aesthetic things every day anyways, and they're like, wow, perfect. Now there's a trend. Now I can post exactly what I do every day anyways. But I'm pretty sure that's not true for like the 99.9% of people. So that girl is literally just a made up ideal. Those people you see on social media probably aren't even that girl. Okay, besides, this is not to mention that that girl, I'm gonna stop using quotes, is typically like a white woman that is conventionally attractive and pretty skinny. And so this is again making people want to adhere to Eurocentric standards of beauty. And you're no doubt beautiful in your own way, and by clicking on this video shows curiosity on focusing on your own unique self, so good first step. There is a positive idea of wanting to be that girl in that you're trying to be someone who's admired or someone who inspires you, because self-care and that improvement is indeed important. But when you say you want to be that girl, you're implying some other person, or you want to be someone that like other people talk about saying, oh, she always wakes up this early, she's that girl, versus like, oh yeah, she's really cool doing her own thing, following her own passion, she motivates me to do something. So later, as you see, you want to become your own this girl instead. Second part, the social media aspect is truly just an image, because if you step back and think about it, what if all the things that you see this girl doing are just for an aesthetic TikTok or Instagram post? I doubt that these people are really doing this routine all the time, so why listen to someone who potentially doesn't practice what they preach? Maybe the whole rest of the day isn't nearly as productive, but we don't know that and we shouldn't care. We only really know what's going on in our own lives, and that's what we should focus on. That girl on social media probably spends many hours per day scrolling also, which is why they're able to make their videos so aesthetic. If they're truly doing that every day and that's the only video they post, then I applaud them. You have to ask, once the trend dies, are you still going to be doing these things? Third part of this is that it's way too difficult and unrealistic. There are so many things that you have to potentially do or follow in order to become that girl. You can't implement so many habits at once. Like 2 days is even impressive, but to do that every day and consistently, which is what's most important, is a difficult part. Trying to implement so many habits at once is basically just setting yourself up for failure. Later, I discuss how you can make your own keystone habits and implement them for real. And again, why is it so difficult? Because you're trying to be someone you're likely not. Isn't it easier to build upon the person you already are and work towards your own goals in your own way? Now, what is my concept of this girl? Well, you might be thinking, oh, this is just another like ideal, you're just making another phrase. Well, it's just a catchy phrase to represent the kind of mindset that you need to take on. This puts emphasis on worrying about yourself, playing like you're the main character in your own movie or book, whatever it may be. Imagine if there wasn't social media.
What?
First of all, we wouldn't be spending time scrolling and comparing ourselves to that girl. And second of all, you can bring more focus into your own life and improve yourself in your own ways, because that's what you prioritize seeing. You need to ask, do you truly enjoy waking up at 4 a.m. and drinking nothing but blended leaves? If no, then why do it and be someone who's not you when you can achieve the same results but doing something a little more bearable and enjoyable? This girl means to find your own actions that push you to improve in the ways that you want. But it doesn't mean it's comfortable, because you can't change positively without some discomfort. You need to pave your own way to become the continuously better you. Okay, so on to building your mindset. Do you find yourself continuously scrolling through inspirational videos and then feeling so motivated but never acting on anything you've just watched? The single most important thing is mindset. And that's what you need to build first before becoming this girl. You are the single most important person in your life, and you should take this mindset into everything that you do. Would you want someone as important as you to waste hours of time scrolling through Instagram?
No!
Next time you're scrolling through something like that or TikTok, think, if you're so valuable and important, why are you spending so much time being caught in other people's worlds? In fact, you're using your own time and energy to be boosting their engagement and numbers, which may help their self-confidence. That's very generous of you, but you need to think and put yourself first. Why not help yourself out? Be different and be your own unique you. You can't be odd if you're not number one. Wait, that still makes sense. Oh no, like squares, rectangle's not necessarily a square. You can't be number one unless you're odd, so remember that. Okay, now that you have your mindset taken care of, let's see my ideas for how you can become your own this girl. By the way, if you know RJ, then you also know #loveyourself. So number one, find where you're at now. Make a list or consider all of the habits and things you want to do or incorporate into your life. For example, maybe you want to do an early workout, or your goal is to wake up indeed at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., whatever those crazy times are for the that girl trend. Then number two, question yourself. What is the real reason that you want to do these things? Is it simply so it's more aesthetically pleasing, like a morning workout is so much better than a night or midday workout? Or do you truly want to do this because it benefits your schedule and it will help you get to the place where you want to be? A green smoothie might seem more glamorous, but is that really what you want to eat? Or can you reap the same health benefits by eating something else like oatmeal, which isn't as aesthetically pleasing, but it doesn't matter. So for example, I read, and even though that's one of the things that that girl does, I read for fun, not because it's desirable in society, but because the content I take in I'm genuinely interested in, and the information is helpful to me to reach my goals. So in your list, find out if you really want to do those things and why, and then either cross off the things you don't want or modify the ones that you want to still do to some degree. Third, put that all aside for now and then own and know yourself. Make a list of what you currently like to do or are good at. This may seem like a lot of listing, but you don't have to do this explicitly. It definitely helps. But the point is just to show the steps you need to go through in order to realize what you want yourself and how to improve yourself. Like watching TV probably shouldn't go on there. For example, you can put you're good at singing or particularly good at math or very good at a sport. Have talents that you know yourself for and you want to improve to be known for, but not outwardly known for, like you're pushing that out to people, because then you might fall into the trap of, again, doing things for other people's approval or visibility. Okay, now 4. Know where you want to go. Use that list to now formulate that girl that you want to be. Make a list of the attributes or skills that you want to develop or the goals that you want to achieve. And maybe there's a marathon or some exam and degree that you want to pass that can be a more measurable achievement. Why not demonstrate to yourself that you can attain a certain degree or certification or become better at dancing, something that increases your human capital. Furthermore, these are all helpful in the long run for your career too, when then you can showcase these results instead of the process. Simply improving something like dancing, even though maybe that won't be your moneymaker in the future, will still improve your own self-efficacy such that you know that you can tackle anything that you put your mind to, even if you were not that good at it before. Overall, it's all about having that growth mindset and finding joy in growing. 5. Plan. Take all your lists from before and now consider what new habits you want to incorporate into your life. See how each of those things match up with your priorities and are reasonably stuff that you can consistently do in order to get closer to your goals, whether it's each day or every weekend depending on your time constraints. If by some chance you're creating this list and ideating all of the new habits and you end up having something that matches that girl, then great, that's still good. The point is to yield these actions by thinking about your own this girl. And also I just want to say that another good part about the that girl trend is the concept of forming new habits, just not a ton at once. Also think of those little things like drinking more water or waking up at a consistent time that you set as keystone habits. These are small changes that produce a ripple effect into larger changes. Taking care of yourself will definitely have positive effects and they can trickle into other parts of your life. You can take these things into more general terms. For example, reading, you're increasing your knowledge. Exercise and the smoothie go into health and nutrition. Making your bed, that goes with tidiness. Even though I don't do it, I don't have to, it's just an example. They are just the things stated explicitly and specifically in what you have to do for that girl, but these things have an overarching purpose on other things. So smoothie, nutrition, replace that with something you want that also fits that nutrition category. The power of habit truly cannot be underestimated. Just like Zoe Unlimited, love her videos, says in her Why Motivation Doesn't Work video, which I'll link down, but that's basically what I mean. Last and final thing, all of these steps are important, but this one is one of the most important, equal to mindset. These can't really live without each other. And this is act. Set yourself up for success to start your journey. Make it such that you'll encounter as little resistance as possible. Set reminders for yourself. Put sticky notes on your mirror such that literally every time you're looking into a mirror, you're seeing yourself and then the things that you want to do to improve the self you are. Try to incorporate 1 or 2 of the new habits in your list each week or something. Once you have it down, then add more. Self-care is not only those pampering things, but it's to think of yourself as someone really important and who you care about, and someone who you see potential in, and therefore will never stop growing. Every time you're doing these types of things, you're investing in yourself. Other examples of what you can do is laying out a cute workout outfit that you're so excited to go into the next day, or organizing your study materials in a way that's pleasing to you. Okay, now I could tell you the things that I do, but those aren't nearly as important as what you do or want to do. You can find inspiration in what I eat and how I stay efficient in my other videos in my channel. I don't know which side. That girl might be a trend right now, but the ideas and concepts in this video that I discussed are timeless and valuable. Share with someone who needs to hear this. Good luck with your own journey because you should start becoming your own this girl today.